Hello, welcome to FinInvest Niger. My name is Tom Princeville. I'm a certified securities and investment support specialist, and I've been investing in the Nigerian stock market for the past 2 decades. And because of this presentation, I would like to dwell on the fundamental analysis of Meyer Plc. Fundamental analysis of Meyer Plc. Meyer is a company in the industrial goods sector. The company is into the production of paints and related substances. And before then, I would like to also talk about the service I render, and that's the portfolio management services, where I come in to recommend stocks for you. Not only recommending stocks, I also rebalance your portfolio as the case may be, and go ahead to monitor the portfolio for you with the sole aim of achieving a higher return on investments. So if your portfolio is struggling, you're having difficulties, knowing precisely which stocks to choose and which one to ignore, please you could contact me on my line indicated on the board behind, so that I can come in and see how I could be of help to you. So that's by the way. You could observe on the table here that the result here is the full year 2025 result for the company Meyer Plc, and you will discover that the company generated a revenue of 3.124 billion naira in the full year 2025-2024, as against 4.233 billion naira in the full year 2025. And that amounts to a percentage increase of 35.50%. 35.50%. That represents the growth in the company's revenue. Now, Meyer PLC was also able to generate a gross profit of 1.514 billion naira in the year 2025, as against 1.041 billion naira in the year 2024. And that amounts to 45.44% increase in the company's gross profits. Then for the operating profit figure, we discovered that the company was able to increase its gross profit to the tune of 87.87%. There was an increase in gross profit amounting to an increase of 87.87% from 208.642 million naira to 391.973 million naira, from 208.642 million naira to 391.973 million naira. Then the company's profit before tax, indicates a growth of 61.07%, 61.07%, from 457.602 million, 457.602 million to 737.102 million naira. All right, 457.602 million to 737.102 million naira. So we now move down to the company's profit after tax. The company was able to generate a profit after tax, to the tune of 86.32%, 86.32% from 295.402 million, 295.402 million to 550.364 million naira. 550.364 million naira. Okay, and then for the total comprehensive income, the company, was able to accumulate, you know, the income to the tune of 86.32% from 259.402 million naira to 550.364 million naira. Okay, so we now come to the most important part of the analysis, the most important part of and the most significant, aspects of what we are considering, and that is the earnings per share. The earnings per share is so important in the sense that it is what governs, the future share price growth of the company, as well as the level of dividends, the amount of dividend the company could pay out. And so the company was able to generate an earning per share of 59 kobo in the year 2024, as against 1 naira 11 kobo in the year 2025. And that amounts to 88.14%, 88.14% increase in earnings per share from 59 kobo to 1 naira 11 kobo. Okay, so we go to the company share price. The company share price here, as you could see, the current share price is 18 naira 65 kobo, whereas for the corresponding period last year, for the year 2024, the company share price was 9 naira 25 kobo. All right, 9 naira 25 kobo, giving us an increase of 101.62%. 101.62%. Okay, so we are through with this aspect of the analysis. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like this video, and share it to members of your community so as to be able to reach out to about 1 million Nigerians, in and outside the country. That is my main aim for this particular channel, to reach out to at least 1 million Nigerians. And I'm depending on you, to help me out in this aspect. So please help me share this video. So we are through with this particular aspect of analysis. We now want to consider the balance sheet as well as the income statement, the balance sheet as well as the cash flow statement. This is the profit and loss. This is the income statement. We want to look at other aspects of the analysis. Now, the company has a shares outstanding of 498 million. 498 million is the number of shares outstanding, and the market capitalization of 9.28 billion naira. 9.28 billion naira. The market capitalization is obtained by multiplying the number of shares outstanding by the company's share price. All right, that will give you the company's market cap. Then for the equity here, the equity simply means the result of the difference, or the difference between the company's total assets and its total liabilities. When you subtract the total liabilities from the company's total assets, then it will give you the equity, or the shareholders fund, which is 2.23 billion naira. 2.23 billion naira. The company has a fairly strong balance sheet. the balance sheet is reasonably strong. In other words, the company, assets is able to cover its liabilities. Now we come to the company's equity per share, or the book value. When you divide the company's equity by the shares outstanding, that will give you the company's equity per share. And here, the book value here is 4 naira 48 kobo. 4 naira 48 kobo. And we discover that the company's share price is bigger than the company's book value. In the case where the book value is higher or bigger than the company's shares, we classify that company as being very, very cheap. It becomes a candidate for what is called net investing. Net investors go for companies that have a share price that is lower than the book value. Okay, so you call it net value investing. Then for the cash here, the company has a cash at hand, a cash in the bank, and a cash equivalent of 2.05 billion naira. 2.05 billion naira is the company's cash, uh, uh, residual cash, or free cash flow. The company is doing very well because of this level of cash. The company can very easily, buy back shares or undertake, major projects involving cash without resorting to borrowing or other means of raising cash. All right. Then for the PE ratio here, that is the price all over the earning. You divide the price, say 18 naira 65 kobo, by the earnings, which is 1 naira 11 kobo. That will give you 16.80. And what's the meaning of this number? It's telling you how expensive or cheap this company is in relation to other companies in the same sector. You could also relate it to the overall market, as the case may be. Now, it means that you are buying a 1 naira unit of earnings in this company for 16 naira 80 kobo. It's like you are buying an item worth 1 naira. You are buying that item for 16 naira 80 kobo. All right. So the PE ratio for the year 2024 was 15 naira 68, was 15.68. All right. That means you are buying 1 naira of earnings for 15 naira 68 kobo. Then for this particular year, or for the year 2025, the PE ratio increased slightly, as the company got a little bit expensive, though marginally. So having considered all this, okay, although the entire exercise here is for academic purposes, for entertainment, well, should you buy this company? Well, the answer is I would say yes, because if you look at the entire uh, entries here, there's an increase in revenue, there's an increase in gross profit, increase in operating profit, there's an increase in profit before tax, there's an increase in profit after tax, there's an increase in total comprehensive income, there's also an increase in earning per shares, and also as well as an increase in share price. So you may go ahead and make it a certain percentage of your portfolio, as the case may be. Please don't forget to contact me with your portfolio if you want me to help you to generate a better returns on investment. I can review your portfolio, as the case may be, recommend stocks you need to buy, carry out rebalancing, as the case may be, and help you to manage your portfolio along the line. If you want me to render that service to you, please, you could contact me on this number, and then let's see how we can work together. So thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to watch other videos in my channel as well. That will help broaden your knowledge and help you to become a better investor.